Good morning and welcome to episode 8 of Mustangs First Pitch, presented by Joseph Contracting. I'm Calvin Silvers. Since our last episode, the St. Joseph Mustangs were continuing a 4-game homestand, wrapping it up against the Clarinda A's last Thursday. Coming off an 11-1 loss the day before to Clarinda, they would use their first extra inning game of 2023, outlasting the A's 7-6 in 12 innings on second baseman Noah Bodenhausen's single with the dramatic win. St. Joe returned to first place in the Mink League North Division. On Friday, the Mustangs were supposed to be in Des Moines to face the Prospects, but that game was postponed due to weather. However, back in Phil Welch, the St. Joseph alumni hosted the U.S. military Wardogs. The game was a high-scoring affair, with the alumni winning 19-14, and we'll have more about this story later on. On Saturday, the Mustangs returned back to Phil Welch, hosting the Jefferson City Renegades before the All-Star game. St. Joe would use a second consecutive walk-off as bases-loaded walk by first baseman Ryan Callahan paved way for the 3-2 victory and returning the Mustangs to solo first place in the Mink League North Division. On Sunday, 11 Mustang players were invited to participate in the 2023 Mink League All-Star Game, and the North team was coached by Mustangs manager Johnny Coy. Easton Bruce also made the Mink League Home Run Derby final, and in the final round, Bruce hit 4 home runs but lost to Will Kelly of the Joplin Outlaws, who had 9 in the final round. The team was off Monday before heading up to Des Moines, taking on the Prospects in a doubleheader. With both games lasting 7 innings, St. Joe took the first 4-2 before blanking the Peak Prospects 12-0. As mentioned earlier, the Mustangs had the privilege of welcoming back several former players for a Mustangs alumni game, but it wasn't all about the Mustangs of the past that made the event special. It was more about who came to town to compete. Each year, the Wardogs hand selects the United States' top ball players within the armed forces. The team competes against major, minor, and collegiate summer league teams. And as Jacob Michael tells us, it goes beyond the game of baseball for these men.
These are the U.S. military Wardogs, comprised of mostly current or former members of the United States military. When they're not serving our country, they're taking their talents to the baseball field.
I mean, like in service, whether it's on deployments or not, it's like bond ship through hardness, like hard times. And here it's like bond ship through similar circumstances and also for the love of the game.
Traveling across the country to raise funds and spread awareness. Last week, they made a stop in St. Joseph as they faced Mustangs alumni, bringing the same integrity with them under the bright lights, no matter where they go.
Coming to every city we've been to, it's been really big. Everywhere we go, the fans are awesome. People, random strangers, come to support us, never met us. They come to support us at their home team stadium, which is amazing.
I lost a friend 3 years ago, right before I actually came to the first ceremonial, inaugural tournament that we did, SBS in Kansas, and from there on out, I felt like I had brothers behind me, so it's very special to me to be a part of this team.
But not every player is in the military. Even military ties get you a spot. Take Nicholas Yates, for example, whose father is a retired member of the Marine Corps.
My dad was a Marine Corps, so I get to represent him this year. And it's just cool to be around a bunch of guys who are in the military I pretty much lived almost their life, but as a dependent. And I get to represent the veterans in the U.S. military.
And while being a part of the Wardogs baseball club has been a good change of pace for these men, there's a sense of pride representing their country and their family on the road. But where it really hits home is the bond built along the way.
Hey, what do you do? What do you do? Oh, we like baseball. Okay, cool. We can be really good friends, right? And you just build upon a relationship doing that.
We have lifelong bonds, not only from the military, but with baseball too. So being able to bring us all together from all over the United States to make one team of a bunch of great guys, yeah, it's awesome.
The brotherhood, the brotherhood's amazing.
We just mesh so well together. We've become good friends. We talk all the time and mess with each other all the time, play jokes on each other. And it's just good fun. Baseball brings people together, and no matter what background you have.
Jacob Michael, News Press Now Sports.
And let's take a look at this upcoming schedule for the Mustangs. Starting tonight through next Wednesday, the Mustangs have a 3-game homestand, starting with the Kansas City Monarchs, Chillicothe Mudcats on Friday, and the Des Moines Prospects on Saturday. On Sunday, it starts a 2-game road trip with the team in Sedalia going against the Bombers. Then they'll be in Clarinda on Monday, and Tuesday will be an off day for the Mustangs. And that will wrap up this week's episode of Mustangs First Pitch. We appreciate you joining us this morning, and we'll be back here same place, same time next Thursday. Have a good rest of your day.